Hello, my fellow administrators. This video will be dedicated to glazing the heck out of our ice cream queen. So buckle in, because I'll be explaining optimal teams, rotations, and builds to maximize her damage output. So without further ado, let's start off with Laevatain's kit. Laevatain is a 6-star striker that specializes in dealing high AoE heat damage via her battle skill and enhanced basic attack through her ultimate, with her kit heavily revolving around heat infliction. Heat infliction is an arts infliction that many heat operators can apply, indicated on the right of the enemy's health bar. When applying another stack of infliction on an enemy with an existing stack, Heat Burst will be triggered, dealing some additional heat damage. Combustion is a DOT debuff that deals some heat damage over time and can be achieved by applying heat infliction on an enemy with an existing non-heat arts infliction, though some operators can also forcibly apply this with some skills. Lei's first combat talent lets her absorb nearby heat infliction stacks and convert them into melting flame stacks when landing a final strike or finisher, indicated by the icon beside her health bar here. At 4 melting flame stacks, damage dealt by her will ignore heat resistance for 20 seconds, and her next battle skill is enhanced. Do note that the timer kicks in the moment you obtain 4 stacks, so being efficient in this 20-second window is extremely crucial. As for her other combat talent, it grants Laevatain a massive 90% protection and restores 5% of her max HP per second for 8 seconds when her HP drops below 40%. This has a cooldown of 120 seconds. This isn't just a skill issue talent. You can actually use it to strategically face tank incoming damage to perform Lei's optimal combos, which can drastically change the outcome of a rotation. But the long 120-second cooldown means you can't rely on this often. Moving on to her skills, Laevatain's basic attack, Flaming Cinders, is a standard 5-hit combo that deals heat damage, with the final strike dealing stagger and recovering some SP for the team. She also has a finisher that can be performed upon staggering an enemy that deals massive damage, so you'll definitely want to perform the finisher on her every time to maximize your damage output. Her battle skill, Smoldering Fire, summons a ball of magma that continuously damages enemies within it. If Lei has 4 melting flames on her, she will perform an additional attack, dealing massive heat damage in a big area and forcibly applying combustion on all enemies hit. Furthermore, when the additional attack hits an enemy, it additionally restores a significant amount of ultimate energy. However, I want to emphasize on the part where it states, when the additional attack hits an enemy. This is important as the damage range of the additional attack is in front and a little to both sides of Lei. This means bosses like the stupid flying rock with RGB lighting that zips around the arena can cause you to whiff the additional attack, wasting the 4 stacks of melting flame that you spent the past 15 seconds building up. And let me tell you, missing the additional hit on your enhanced skill is absolutely devastating. Not only are you missing out on damage, but also the huge ultimate energy recovery it offers. A double whammy. Thankfully, there is a window of time before the additional hit is executed, and you can actually dodge cancel it, thus saving your 4 stacks of melting flame. This window is tight, and it still isn't ideal as you're wasting an entire bar of SP casting the skill, but it's definitely better than losing both the SP and melting flame stacks. So, whatever you do, do not miss your enhanced skill. As for Lei's combo skill, it is triggered when an enemy suffers combustion or corrosion, dealing massive heat damage to combusted or corroded enemies. Lei will also gain 1 stack of melting flame and additional energy for each enemy she hits. The synergy with her battle skill is obvious here. Use the enhanced version to apply combustion on enemies, then follow it up with her combo. Last but not least, we have the big guns. Lei's ultimate puts her in an enhanced state where both her basic attack and battle skill is significantly enhanced, improving both the damage and range. Lei's basic attack is changed to a 4-hit sequence, with the 3rd hit now applying heat infliction as well. This enhanced state lasts for 15 seconds. That being said, certain abilities like performing the combo skill or battle skill will pause the timer until the animation is done, which prolongs her enhanced state. This is Lei's signature skill, and your gameplay will revolve around getting it up as often as possible. Lei will want the 3-piece hot work gear set as it buffs her art's intensity and improves heat damage when applying combustion. There's currently a big debate among the community about the flex piece slot. TLDR, going for the Tidefall light armor is the recommended option, as even though Link's slab does provide slightly better damage, it's too niche and only performs well once you have a well-built Lei, which will definitely take days of farming. So for now, I recommend running Tidefall light armor as flex. You'll want the hot work gauntlets for the heat damage bonus, 2 hot work pyrometers for the battle skill damage, and lastly, the Tidefall armor for the ultimate efficiency bonus. And if you do want to run the Lynx Flex for that juicy 2% damage increase, you'll go with Hot Work Exoskeleton, Hot Work Gauntlets, Hot Work Pyrometer, and the Lynx Slab. Lei wants her signature weapon Forgeborn Scathe, or the Battle Pass version, Umbral Torch. A P5 Umbral Torch is only about 10% worse than her signature, which is great news for low spenders. Outside of these two, the DPS loss is quite high. The third best in slot will be White Knight Nova at a 30% damage loss, and P5 Wavetide at 4th with a loss of 40%. Laevatain has two main teams, Lei, Wolfguard, Akakuri, or Antal, and Ardelia. Wolfguard is there primarily to apply AoE heat infliction with his combo skill, and to forcibly apply AoE combustion with his ultimate to trigger Lei's combo skill on demand. Ardelia is here as a sustainer and debuffer. She is able to apply Art's susceptibility via the additional effect of her combat skill. On top of that, her signature weapon will cause the enemy to suffer more Art's DMG taken, which is a relatively rare multiplier and is less saturated compared to a heat damage buff, making it extremely valuable in increasing Lei's damage output. Ardelia will also summon sheeps that can heal Lei and the team by touching them. Overall, a great supporter for the team, especially since both her and her signature weapons are free. Last but not least, we have the difficult choice, Akakuri or Antal. Akakuri is great as her skill hits in an AoE, so with proper positioning, she can apply heat infliction to multiple enemies, greatly helping with building melting flame stacks. She can also significantly help with the SP economy of the team through her ultimate and combo skill. Lastly, she applies the unique link buff that significantly increases the next battle skill or ultimate used by the team. This enables Lei to have a huge burst potential on an enhanced skill cast during her ultimate. On the other hand, Antal can apply focus on an enemy for an entire minute, which gives heat and electric susceptibility. While the multiplier isn't great even at Mastery 3, the long duration means the debuff is basically permanent. Antal's combo skill applies another stack of heat infliction when hitting an enemy with an existing heat infliction, and his ult applies heat and electric amp to the entire team. He can even provide some healing through his first talent for some reason. So, who to pick? In single target content, Antal is a better choice in terms of raw DPS increase for the team. However, he falls off quite a lot in AoE content. Plus, Akakuri's SP battery and superior AoE heat infliction is nothing to scoff at. I'm personally running Akakuri mainly for the SP recovery, as Lei's team can be quite SP hungry with the continuous heat infliction stacking on top of Ardelia needing to use their skills to apply her debuffs, and also because she mogs Antal in the cuteness department. So, should you pull and build Laevatain? While Lei's damage output is massive, and she's performing extremely well even in single-target content despite being an AoE DPS, there is one thing holding her back from me fully recommending her, and that is the physical team. Not sure if you're aware, but the physical team in Endfield is absolutely cracked right now, even without some of the premium members. If you manage to pull a Pogranichnik and/or a Li Feng, the physical team can be a much better investment as Lei can only be obtained using limited pulls, while every member of the premium physical team can be obtained for free through standard pulls. Performance-wise, the premium physical team's damage is similar and can occasionally be better than Lei's team depending on the content, so it's kinda hard for me to recommend pulling Lei if you have Pogranichnik and/or a Li Feng in your account. That being said, Lei is by no means a weak DPS, and she has an extremely free-to-play friendly team, making her one of the easiest teams to build. There is also a possibility for a premium operator in the future that can significantly improve her damage, but I wouldn't pull based on just this theory. Overall, if you're an OG Arknights player like me and want their queen to come home, or you're not interested in the physical team, I can confidently recommend Laevatain as a great DPS to start your account off. Otherwise, I would recommend saving your pulls for future banners. Last but not least, we have her team's rotations. I'll be running this team for my showcase later as I find it to be the most comfortable and consistent Lei team currently. First up, I highly recommend starting the fight with both Lei and Akakuri's ults full. When you enter the fight, start basic attacking with Lei and use Akakuri or Wolfguard's skill to apply one stack of heat infliction. Wolfguard's combo skill will activate and use it to apply another stack of heat infliction. Lei's final strike should land and convert both stacks into melting flame, and Ardelia's combo will be triggered as well. Use Ardelia's combo and wait for the cloud to explode to apply corrosion on the enemy. which will trigger Lei's combo. Use Ardelia's skill to apply her debuffs on the enemy before activating Lei's combo, popping her ult, and start attacking the enemy with her enhanced basic attacks. Follow it up immediately with Akikuri's ult to start printing SP and apply the link buff to the entire team. Wait for Lei to perform her enhanced final strike, which should consume the heat infliction stack from her third enhanced basic attack, thus bringing you up to 4 stacks of melting flame. Finally, use Lei's skill to consume all 4 stacks to perform her enhanced skill, dealing massive heat damage in an area and nuking everyone in range to cinders. This will be the optimal ult rotation for the team. As for Ardelia's and Wolfguard's ults, you can use them as you see fit, but I do recommend popping Wolfguard's ult after Lei's combo is off cooldown as the ult can trigger it, thus giving you an emergency melting flame stack. As for the general rotation out of ults, start with Akikuri and/or Wolfguard's skill. Activate Wolfguard's combo. Land the final strike with Lei to convert them into melting flame stacks. Use Ardelia's combo to apply corrosion. Use Lei's combo when that happens. And repeat until you obtain 4 stacks of melting flame on Lei, before using her enhanced skill to gain a huge chunk of ultimate energy back. I recommend using Akikuri's skill to apply heat infliction as it helps with her own energy regeneration, which allows her to consistently match Lei's own ultimate for a perfect general rotation, especially at higher investment. Last but not least, I'll play the full showcase without slow motion. But before that, if you found this video helpful or educating, do give me a very kind subscription and like the video. There will be more guides like these coming in the future, so do stay tuned for them. As always, thank you for watching, my fellow administrators, and I'll see you soon.